the game. You play to win the game. Keep playing and win the game. We're going to talk about him later on, too. But that very smart man was Herm Edwards. Keep playing, win the ball game. Because what do we always see when people get pulled? When they start pulling, they start resting people, and they get beat. They end up losing when they need to win the most.
Yep.
Keep winning. You have that winning mantra going through. That loss never appears to you. You keep winning. And you keep playing right through it. Will they lose probably before the end of the season? I don't even know anymore because they play a bunch of crap the rest of the year. But anything can happen. But you keep playing. Keep playing. Look, they kept playing against the Saints. They could have easily hung it up right there and been like, yeah. But they kept playing and they won. Keep on going.
Yeah, I'm with you too.
That too, and you don't know what the Cardinals are going to do.
Yeah.
So you got to keep playing just to keep everything in front of you.
Yeah, I'm with you too. Keep playing. Like you said, the Cardinals are 2 games behind them.
But if it sticks right now, though, they're in problems in the second round of the playoffs because they'll get the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Woo. Woo. And I do not want to play the Seahawks anytime right now because they is on fire.
They're coming along nicely, man. They.
Is it funny that when Jimmy Graham goes down, they all of a sudden start playing well? When you try not to force feed one person and try not to get them involved when they're not a real good fit, that kind of stuff happens.
All right. Now I want y'all opinion on this, and I know y'all be very vocal about this. I'm gonna go with you first, Kevin. As you see the division leaders, you look at this. You got the Colts at 6-6, and then you got the Jets and the Chiefs at 7-5. Same thing with the Redskins, who's 5-7. But you got the Seahawks 7-5, and the Vikings are 8-4. Is there a resolution to fixing this, or would you keep it as it is? The division leaders still get that spot no matter what, or is there anything that you would do particular to change this up at all, or?
Well, division leader needs to get their spot. I don't think they should, if they suck, I don't think necessarily they should get a home game just because they won their division.
I agree with you.
I think they should have to go play whoever has the better record. I think that should be a thing throughout sports. You have to go and play the team that has the better record, no matter if they're division winners, whatnot. I don't care. You shouldn't be congratulated getting a home game because your division sucked. You should have to play the game on how you need to play.
Because like you said, like it stands, the Vikings are 8-4. They have to go to play the Redskins.
Yeah, which is stupid. That's just downright stupid.
3 more wins, and they got to go on the. They got to go on the road.
And look, the Colts and the Texans and whoever comes out of that division, it's not going to. They're going to be below 500. Mm-hmm. One of the division winners are going to be below 500, and it's terrible that somebody's going to have to come and visit them.
Yeah.
And then watch them get whooped. Going in. But no, I think whoever has the better record should get the home game. That's just me personally.
Steve, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if the way it's shaping out in the NFC East and the AFC South, I mean, both fucking sides are going to have shitty leaders coming out of their divisions. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Mm-hmm. And so that team should, no matter, even if they're the leader coming out of their conference, Kevin's right, they should have to go play at that person's site who had the better record. They shouldn't have to go to their field. Why? Mm-hmm. Look at their fucking record. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Seriously, that's ridiculous. So, I agree, Kevin. He said it.
I've been saying it for years, though. They think that shit shouldn't happen.
I co-sign on what Kevin said and what Steve is also saying as well. That if you are going to win a division and your team that you're going to play has a better record than you, then yeah, you should go on the road and play that team. You're guaranteed a playoff spot.
Yeah, but you should not congratulate mediocrity.
Yeah,
you should not reward mediocrity. Mm-hmm. Well, our division didn't suck last year. Don't matter, it sucks now.
Yeah, so I mean, it's something that needs to be looked at, and it should be brought to their team because now you got 2 terrible divisions. That are going to be playing at home and everything like that. So it's something that needs to be revisited, and hopefully the committee look at this and see what can be done about it. But like you said, and Steve echoed those same statements, I totally agree with that. Now, and then I also want to ask y'all, as far as the team that are in the hunt, what teams that y'all can see that can make a rise possibly, that are sitting out right now? And I start with you, Steve.
Oh, this is easy for me.
I don't have a clue.
This is the easiest question you'll ask the whole podcast.
Go, Kevin.
The team that's going to make the most noise and is going to be the most dangerous in the playoffs when they make it in is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Easiest question you've asked me this whole thing. Their offense alone makes them the most dangerous team when they make it into the play, and they are going to make it into the playoffs. But they to me are the most dangerous team.
They are.
They're sick.
I don't know.
They're sick. They put up, how much did they put up on Seattle?
Yeah, what, 30?
They put up 35 on Seattle. I think they put up 35 on Seattle.
It was in the 30s.
They put up 39. How much did they put on the Colts just this past weekend?
45.
Exactly. They are the most dangerous. And coming into the NFC and the AFC, where there's no really dominant defense besides one, they're going to be able to make the most noise and they're going to be able to do the most damage. And they will make the playoffs. Because the Jets are not going to be able to hold on to what they got right now, and the Chiefs are not going to be able to hold on to what they got right now.
So you think it's going to be two different teams?
And the Steelers are going to be running in there. Well, one of the either the Jets or the Chiefs will be in, because the Jets are going to be in.
You know who might be as well. I think maybe the Vikings might.
Well, the Vikings are in. The Vikings, as of right now, are in.
Well, they're on it's the tie between the Packers and the Vikings.
Yeah, but it don't matter if one of them have a division or the playoff. Both of them guys are in because there's nobody in the NFC that's going to catch them. So both of those guys are in already.
Yeah, the Falcons kind of fell off. The
Buccaneers are coming on.
Yeah,
I wouldn't expect the Buccaneers to make any noise.
Yeah,
if they made it into the playoffs, but I don't even see.
You know who's really going to make a push though? The Brownies. Psych.
They're gonna make a push to get Urban Meyer as their head coach. That's the only push they're gonna be making anytime soon.
Yeah,
and the push to the number 1 pick.
I tell you what, man. I agree with you on the Steelers. The Chiefs are dangerous too. I know they're already up there, but
they're you were talking about on the outside.
Yeah, on the outside.
That too.
Yeah, I mean the Bucs are definitely making a run, but I don't think they will get there because you really got to be out the Seahawks and the Vikings. So good luck. I don't think that'll change.
Yeah.
The fucking Jaguars, if they in the year that division is shitty, they're still even shittier.
Well, they had the same win total they had last year.
They're 4-8, and the Colts are sitting 6, and then the Texans are sitting.
Look, I'm going to tell you what would have to happen.
Job to do.
Here we go. Here's what would have to happen if the Jaguars make it. This is their only scenario that can happen. They'd have to win out.
Yeah.
That means they'd have to beat everybody the rest of the way through. Whoever loses the Colts and the Texans game, or whoever wins it, would have to lose to Tennessee. That's the only way the Jaguars would get in. So, no, their playoff hopes are dead. Because, number one, they're not going to win out. And number two, neither one of those two teams are going to lose to Tennessee.
Yeah.
Only the Jaguars lose to Tennessee.
I would say the Raiders have a shot, but they play the Broncos twice. So.
No, Raiders don't have a shot either.
So, that's the only. Yeah, it's the Steelers and the Bucs are two that can make a run, but it's definitely the Steelers that I think have a better shot. Especially, and you're right, their offense is just freaking scary. Scary good. They said Tony Brown got fined for the touchdown.
That shit was hilarious.
His
crotch.
Yeah, then he hit his nuts.
Yeah, he hugged the goalpost. It was funny. And then he slid down it. I was like, oh. But it's just funny how it shows you how good the Steelers team are, though, that they've arguably made the best free agent signing of the year, and we would have never heard about it and with Le'Veon Bell going down, and that was D'Angelo Williams. He's arguably the best free agent signing that anybody made this whole season.
He's been solid, man.
With how he's been playing and how he's been doing. Heck, the first games that he was out, he was running 100 yards a game and 2 touchdowns. And now he's picked up right there he left off with Bell being out.
Just imagine them with Bell going into the postseason.
Oh, it'd be sick.
Holy
But right now, D'Angelo Williams gives a whole different dynamic than than Bell does. Bell was that great ball catcher, slasher, and D'Angelo was their switch-up back. But now that D'Angelo's in, they're still not missing a beat. It's crazy. And you can't double any other wide receivers because every single one of them will go deep on you. It's ridiculous.
They got Bryant and
They got Bryant, Wheaton, and the other guy. What's the other guy?
Tonio.
What? No, you got Bryant.
I forgot his name. I know you're talking about.
You got Bryant, Wheaton, and I forgot the other guy's name.
Brian Wheaton. I know you're talking about. I can't remember.
God bless America. I hate it when I forget stuff. I'm getting old.
All right. Well, while you look that up.
Back in my day.
All right. We're going to talk about the Herm Edwards segment on the NFL Live.
You know, back in my day, I didn't forget people's names.
Well, I'm gonna play this clip here from LaShawn McCoy.
What? It was Bryant. It's Bryant. Antonio Bryant. The other Bryant. Martavis Bryant. Yeah, and Wheaton. You can't not guard any of them because the ball goes that way.
Why can't Chip shake your hand? You said today you wanted to.
You said what?
You said today that he wanted to shake your hand.
Chip can't shake shit. No, nothing. He knows this. That's why I said it. I know him. He's very intelligent. So I can read between the lines. But like I said, I have nothing against him. No.
So that was LaShawn McCoy they asked him about Chip Kelly and I'm sure you know he's pretty much was upset how he's handling in Philadelphia. This is a kid that played in Philadelphia his whole life. He's from there and he played in Penn State and he played for the Eagles. So I can see why he feels some type of way. But let's go and hear what Herm had to say.
I was mad for 10 years when I lined up at corner. And every other team in the National Football League that didn't draft me. So I get what they're saying. You know, you hate to be disrespected by a coach. When a coach thinks, well, you don't fit my system. Well, you got something to prove. Well, go ahead and prove it. You ain't got to talk about it. Just go out and go play. Play football, man.
About a 3-minute video. So
yeah, we're not playing no more of it because the internet's down.
Yeah, internet's being up a little bit, but I'm trying to go to the part where he really goes off. But hang tight because I'm going to look for the rest of this here while the internet is being a pain in the butt. But hold up just a second here. I'm going to pull it up. You got it?
I'll pull it up. You keep talking.
All right. So, yeah. So, as I was saying.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying.
Have your shit in order, Cortez.
I had it.
Damn,
ready,
you're
man.
being a bad point guard.
Hey,
you're being a bad point guard right
out.
now.
It's
a terrible point guard.
When I have technical difficulties, I am having issues right now.
When you agree, Steve, it's terrible.
Anyways,
I got no comment.
Hey, we know how outspoken.
He's not feeding the post.
No, we know how outspoken Herm Edwards get, and he's been a great coach for years, and I say he's on the staff here, but as he's getting the advertisement here, but he really went off on this topic here, and part of me agree with him everything what he says. So once we get this all pulled up here, we'll get ready to go. So Steve, let me know if you can hear this.
I was mad for 10 years when I lined up at corner.
Here, Steve.
And every other team in the National Football League that didn't draft me. So I get what they're saying. You know, you hate to be disrespected by a coach. When a coach thinks, well, you don't fit my system. Well, you got something to prove. Well, go ahead and prove it. You ain't got to talk about it. Just go out and go play. Play football, man. All this other nonsense, it's a shame because that's all we're talking about. We're talking about two teams right now that are trying. One's trying to win the division. Right. The other one's trying to get in the play. And we're talking about two disgruntled running backs.
Yeah, but
that are stars.
You're right. It's normally wide receivers.
Yes.
Or the divas.
Wide redivas. Let's call them wide redivas. Yeah, it's normally them.
It is, but I still think when you look at the situation as a whole, this team was ripe with talent. Jeremy Maclin is a great football player.
We're seeing that. Deshaun Jackson is still a home run when he's not running backwards.
I mean, you have to ask yourself, if you're a player in that locker room, why? Why are these guys being shipped up? Why are our top
they didn't
guys
fit the mold of what the coach wanted to do. You've played for coaches that you disagreed with. I played with coaches where I left the university because I didn't like the coach. Flat left. Didn't tell him I was going. Beat the horn when I was driving by the facility and went somewhere else. Okay? But I didn't sit there and bellyache about it.
But go to your corners, man. Go to your corners. You don't have social media the way Shady McCoy has it, and you don't have mics in your face the way Shady McCoy, the way Deshaun Jackson, and all. I think this is a different. You
see that button right there? You know what I'm saying? Don't press send.
Yeah, but this is a different era than even when I played.
Yep. It's changed dramatically.
I mean, players have a voice, and they can have a voice. I I know, but I'm saying
okay with it.
It is different now, and there are many
different.
more platforms for them to express